Yeah, I got claimed. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, I am here to bring you my Re:Zero episode 16 review, not the live reaction that I originally had planned, and that's mainly because of the fact while I was actually streaming my live reaction to Re:Zero, right after the episode ended and I stopped the stream, I was told that apparently my video was claimed by TV Broadcasting System, and they pretty much blocked my video worldwide. At first, I was really angry because I did not show footage at all within my video, and even the audio was very low. All that was really in my video was just pretty much my face, my voice, and my room, but apparently I guess they own that, and I guess it's not that big of a deal because, I mean, this is only just a copyright notice. They claim the video, and I can just take it down, you know, as opposed to a copyright strike, you know, just because with copyright strikes, I can't get around that at all. So, you know, it's okay. It's okay. The video is claimed, I deleted the video, and now I'm making up my Re:Zero live reaction with a Re:Zero episode 16 review. So I guess what I'm gonna start doing for now on is actually use headphones in my live reactions. Don't worry, the live reactions won't stop, but I will try my very best in order to get around the copyright by using my headphones. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's actually get started with this review. So what we see in this episode of Re:Zero is pretty much just Subaru, you know, trying wholeheartedly in order to get help from pretty much everyone he can. He goes to Krush, he goes to Priscilla, he even goes to Anastasia for help. However, when it comes to Anastasia, he pretty much just met her along the side of the road, and then they started to converse with one another. But when it comes to Krush and Priscilla, he goes for them for help, and each one of them turns him down. The thing about getting help from Krush is that she does not believe Subaru from the information that he is giving her, because he is basically telling her that in 3 days the witch's call will end up attacking Roswald's mansion, and Krush does not believe a single word that Subaru is saying because she needs information. How the hell does Subaru know all this? And we obviously know this as the viewer that, you know, Subaru has experienced death many times in the past and has experienced, you know, what happened in episode 15 when everyone started, you know, getting killed off at Roswald's mansion, you know. So of course he knows this. However, he cannot tell this to Krush, because if he were to talk about this, it would end up giving him more pain, because he cannot talk about his ability, which is return by death. You know, he cannot talk about this or else he's going to experience even greater pain, and also Krush will probably not even believe him in the long run. When it comes to Priscilla, Priscilla just fucking like wipes the floor with Subaru. She is kicking him all over the place and, you know, simply does not believe a single word he is saying either, and even, you know, tells him straight up that it seems like he is doing all this just for the sake of attention. When it comes to Anastasia, she's like, you know, sit down with me, we'll talk about, you know, what's going on here, and she even offers Subaru a carriage that he can ride in order to get to the mansion before, you know, the attack ends up taking place. And we come to find out later as they start to converse that she actually tricked him the whole entire time and was actually just getting information out of Subaru to learn more about that fellow guy that we actually saw in the beginning of this episode, who is most likely going to play an important role later down the line. And even we see after the conversation between Anastasia and Subaru, we see pretty much everyone who was in that cafe room gets up and they are all a part of Anastasia's group, and dude, he just got played. At the end of this episode, we see that Subaru ends up meeting with that merchant guy who is in that little caravan. I can't really remember his name, I'm sorry about that, but he has like gray hair, you know, the green clothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. But basically, Subaru ends up meeting with this merchant guy yet again, and he says to Subaru that, you know, our oil isn't really selling well. However, Subaru goes like, wait a minute, you got oil. Let me buy your oil for your transportation, all the transportation that you have at your availability, so that way I can get to the mansion on time, so I can end up saving Amelia, Ram, and, you know, Roswald and everybody else residing within the mansion from this impeccable danger that he is about to face from the witch's cult. And they pretty much do that. They end up traveling to Roswald's mansion, and they're about like halfway there or so, and then all of a sudden shit is where it gets real. We see that the caravan is pretty much engulfed in this mist, and the guy who was previously next to Subaru ended up just disappearing. And then Subaru's like, hey, wasn't there a guy just here right next to me? And the merchant guy goes like, no, I don't recall any person right there. And I was just like, what are you talking about? You know, you don't even know the amount of people that you have in your caravan. So I was like, wait a minute, if he's saying that, could this just be an illusion? And then all of a sudden we see this big freaking eyeball appear out of nowhere, and my first thought was that, you know, this was a dragon. This dragon probably, you know, just ate this guy, you know, without anybody noticing, you know, because of the mist and whatnot. But people in the live stream, when I was actually streaming this episode, my live reaction, people were actually telling me that it could possibly be this white whale. So I'm like very interested to see, you know, what's in store for the next episode, because how exactly is Subaru gonna get away from this obstacle now when he has to try to get to the mansion on time in order to save Amelia and the rest of the people residing in the mansion, because this is just gonna prevent him from getting there on time. And man, things are gonna get really heated up in the next few episodes of ReZero, but I think that in the next episode we are also getting a build-up episode, kind of like how this episode was. At least that's what I'm hearing. Episode 18, I believe, should actually be the episode in which, you know, it's going to get a lot worse from what I have heard, because episode 15, you know, is pretty much the best episode of ReZero as of now in terms of how tragic it is. However, from what I also heard is that episode 18 is actually going to be more tragic than that. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. That about does it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below on what you thought about this review of ReZero, and of course, what did you think about the episode. That about does it. So yeah, guys, that about does it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below on what you guys thought about this episode of ReZero, and of course on what you thought about this review. Maybe you have some theories as well. Let me hear your overall thoughts. So yeah, guys, that about does it for this episode. Let me know in the comments down below on what you... So yeah, guys, that about does it for this review. Let me know in the comments down below on what you guys thought about this episode. Do you have any theories for what's going to happen in the next episode? Also, what did you think about this review? Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like. It always helps out the channel. And if you want to stay up to date to my future content on this channel, please hit that red subscribe button below, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. Love you all. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.